Your gym loves when you don't show up. In actual fact, gyms prey on guys and girls like you that sign up, pay them money every week, and don't show up. Maybe you attended for a couple of sessions in the beginning, but then something happened, you ran out of time, low motivation, and you stopped going, and then you kept your gym membership active, and then you became a ghost member. This problem is common as. I've been in the gym game for over 2 decades now, and it's by far the most common problem that I see. Commercial gyms are signing thousands of members. As soon as you inquire or walk in, they're there with the clipboard to collect your credit card details, sign you up, and then poof, you're by yourself, not showing up. The staff at the reception don't even know your name. They don't even care that you're not showing up. You become a ghost member. Okay, cool. So you've realized there's a problem. You've fallen off. Step 1 is identifying that it's an issue. Now, here's what I see common reports for why this happens. Svet, I changed jobs and I no longer have time. I don't have time to get to the gym. I've dropped off, low motivation, no mojo. I feel like I'm just out of rhythm. Svet, I'm in too much pain. I got an injury and there's too much inflammation in my body to go to the gym. I just simply don't enjoy it. These are all common things, but this isn't actually what's going on. This might be what you think is happening, but deep down, the real problem is you don't have a deep and meaningful why you started the gym in the first place. Maybe you had some light goals, some surface goals, like I want to go to the gym to lose weight. But what you didn't do is you didn't sit down to think deep, put pen to paper and map out a clear vision of what you want to achieve. What is it that you want your body to look like? What do you want your body to feel like? What do you want your body to perform like? What are the ins and outs of the details of the real goals that you want to achieve? If anything was possible, no limits, what is your mission with your health and fitness? Only when you figure this out, you will start to realize that the excuses that I mentioned earlier don't matter. And you don't have to quit and cancel your gym, because now you're going to start to be a lot more consistent. So you've got a gym membership, but you're not actually going to the gym. We've now identified what the problem is, so how do we fix it? Well, you've really got to sit down, put pen to paper, have a clear path of what it is that you're doing. It's not going to be easy. This isn't a magic fix where once you've done that, it's solved. The next thing that I want you to work on is when you have days and times where it's hard for you to get to the gym, either in your mind, quietly to yourself, or you can say it out loud when you're by yourself in the car or at your desk. I want you to remind yourself of what your mission is. Remind yourself of what your transformation that you're working on and what your deep and purposeful why is. Remind yourself once a week, once every couple of days, maybe even daily. But certainly my favorite is reminding yourself right before you get out the door or get off the couch to get to the gym. It's going to make a big difference. All Australians, we all know that going to the gym is good, exercising is good, eating too much is bad, but yet we're one of the fattest nations on earth. There's some great resources that help me figure out that the problem isn't actually no time, no money, too much pain, not enjoying gym. The resources that help me figure this out is 2 books stand out. Start With Why from Simon Sinek and Atomic Habits by James Clear. Absolute game changers. Check them out. So when doing your goal setting, I want you to start with number 1, the most important goal that you want to achieve. Put pen to paper and go deep. It can't be something as simple as, I want to lose some tummy fat. That's not good enough. I want you to go to the finish line of your transformation. So fast forward 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months when you've achieved all of the results that you've set out to achieve. And then you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror. What does that version of you look like? What does your tummy look like? What does the back of your arms, your bottom, your abs, what does that look like? Then I want you to go into, what does it feel like when I've achieved that? How's my energy? What am I detecting as the friction points day to day? All of a sudden, my confidence is higher, etc., etc. See the difference there between I just want to lose some tummy fat versus what I've just gone through. It becomes more real. You get a clear picture of what you're trying to achieve. Now, I'm just using physique and fat loss as an example, but it could be something like strength. I want to increase my strength because aging well is important for me, because I want to be able to look after my kids or look after my grandkids. And an important part of that is getting to the floor and picking up my grandchild. And without strength, I won't be able to enjoy quality family time. All of a sudden, you have a purpose. You have a deep reason why. Performance is another thing that's important to you. So increasing performance might be one of your goals. But going deeper, you might learn that actually this is more about being fit enough and strong enough to travel with your loved ones overseas and be able to walk uneven stairs or uneven terrain, right? Versus just saying, oh, I want to get fitter. You've got to go into what that looks like for you. My final tips on this, once you've mapped out your goals, what your vision is, I want you to stop and think about your why. Why do you go back to this fitness journey? You know, why don't you give up and be another fat Aussie, another sedentary Aussie that's given up on gym or is just another ghost member? You know, why did you sign up for the gym in the first place? Why do you give a damn about improving yourself, working on yourself? You know, everybody's why is different and there's no right or wrong answer, but you've got to stop and think about what your why is. Once you've figured it out, make sure that you remind yourself. Some people are visual learners and they like to write it out and put it on their mirror in their bathroom or their bedroom. Some people like to put it in the office. Me, I like to remind myself up here when the going gets tough. And lately I've actually been practicing it in my little checkpoints throughout the day. So when I'm in the shower, when I'm eating food, when I'm driving, or when I have some downtime. It's good for me to go back. I've benefited from going back to my mission and reminding myself what I'm doing and why. I really want to drive home the point that the reason you're not getting to the gym, it's not time, money, pain, some of these other things that immediately come to the surface, or what you think is the reason. The real reason is you don't have a clear vision of what you're trying to achieve. You don't know the details of your transformation or what that means to you, and you haven't stopped to think about the why. This can't be your husband or your wife's or your doctor's reason for them telling you you need to get to the gym. This has got to be you stopping and figuring out what you're wanting to achieve and why. If you're really struggling with this and you want my help, I am open to coaching you. Send me a message, drop a comment, find me on Instagram at Svet Borojevic. I'm always happy to help. Hey, thanks for sticking around and watching my video. If you've liked this, be sure to subscribe. I'm dropping new videos every week. Drop a like. See you next week.